Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since I've done one of these. So without further ado, welcome to another edition of Learn to Live Stream with Miss Ileane. And with that, I am so glad that you're able to join me today because I definitely want to share with you an amazing live streaming app. And this one is called Stageten. So let me just take you to the tutorial. Hi guys, Ileane Smith here, and today I want to show you how to use Stageten to go live in multiple places at once. Head over to Stageten and set up your account. Then you will log in to your dashboard, and this is where you start connecting your accounts. Now I'm going to start with Twitch, and then I'm going to connect Periscope. But I want you to know that you can also connect Facebook to multiple pages and multiple groups as well as your profile. So in this case, because I'm on my free podcast host site, I'm going to connect that one with my Twitch. Let's start with that. And it's connected. All right. So now let's go over to Periscope. Now this one is a little bit more details because we have to open up Periscope Producer. I've already done that on my free podcast host account. See, this is the back end of Periscope Producer, and I'm going to create a new source, and it's going to be a normal source. We're not going to do 360 video or anything like that. So let me grab the codes. First, you have to get the server URL. Then you'll go back here and plug that into the server URL. Then we're going to grab the stream name. And here's the stream name for that. And we'll fill in the name, and it's free podcast host. Now, this is going to be a great app to use to repurpose our content. All right, now we'll add. And it's saying 1 moment while they connect the pipes. So now let's go back over to the front side of Stageten. So now we are ready to go live. From here, all I need to do is click on the pink arrow and then toggle on. I'll just toggle on free podcast host on Periscope just so you can see that we can go live. There's an extra step you have to do with Periscope. So I want to make sure you're aware of that. So let's go over we're going to drag Periscope off into a separate window on its own. We'll toggle on free podcast host over on Stageten because we're not live yet, because Periscope Producer is in control of that. So now it's checking the source. You may get an error code. That's okay. Just click the fix errors. When you see preview broadcast, you're almost there. And now you hit the go live button. And now we are live on Periscope. And so I'll just show you on the front end. And you can see there that I am live over on Periscope. And I'm also going to now turn on the Twitch. So let's go back over to Stageten and turn on. Let's get free podcast host up over on Twitch side so you can see when that's live as well. Toggle on Twitch. And so now we're live streaming on Twitch as well as on Periscope. Now there's a little bit of a delay over on Twitch. So let's see if it's live now. I'm actually recording this as a video using Screenflow. And so there you have it. I'm also live on Twitch. Stageten is a powerful tool. And as I mentioned earlier, you can also see that I recorded this using Screenflow, and that's a Mac application that is great for adding in multiple scenes. So if you want to get your hands on Screenflow, just go to Ileane.link/. Screenflow. Before we go, there's 2 ways that you can contact me if you have questions about any of this stuff, live streaming, podcasting, YouTube, or social media. I'm your girl. I'm your digital media tour guide, and I want to give you 2 ways that you can contact me. First would be through email. Just go to ileanesmith.com/contact. And for voicemails, you can go to ileanesmith.com/voicemail. And with that, happy streaming, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Yes, snow days can be so lovely, can't they? It gives me the opportunity to come on here with you guys. Oh my goodness. I am so excited about this. And I am getting so many messages over on Facebook. So it's so funny. Okay, you just watched a recording, Larry, that I did about an hour or so ago. No, it took me about an hour and a half to edit it. So that was earlier this morning. And, for those of you who got here late, especially Larry, one of my favorites, I will start it again so you can see stage 10, because here's the deal. Stage 10 is absolutely free for those of us who have less than 10,000 followers. So I think that's everybody in the room. I'm not sure. If you got more than 10,000 followers, raise your hand. No, if you have less than 10,000 followers, raise your other hand. And who noticed? Did any of you notice that I decided I didn't want to go with the silver? I switched up because I love wearing this little necklace that Mr. Rodney gave me. So I had to switch to the gold because I thought silver went with blue. And, this is the part of the video that'll probably be edited off. So it's okay that I'm talking about my jewelry because I just wanted to know if you noticed. So anyway, wait, let's see. Let's get up the chat because Larry said something about he knows something. And so I got to figure out what Larry knows. Hang on, guys. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to show Messenger, but that's how it goes with Ecamm. I'm on Ecamm now. So, okay. Patricia, yes, I want to go back to you saying you definitely want to check out stage 10 because I got to tell you what happened. I got an email. They updated something. Didn't read it though. Okay. I wonder if it works with events. Well, there's a workaround, Jennifer, to make it work with events for sure. I can easily fit that fewer than 10,000 gay followers tutorial. Okay. Yes. What they updated is what I showed in the very beginning, Larry, which is how to connect your social profiles. That's what they updated. So, for those of us who already been using it, it kind of was like not really a big deal, but I guess it was their way of just letting us know that they made an update. So here was the problem that I had. And I know that it has something to do with my connection with Periscope and all of that. But Periscope was not working for me. And I actually emailed back and forth with the guy, I believe his name is Josh, with one of the developers, or maybe he's the founder of Stage 10. And I don't know if he just forgot to get back to me or what, but we went back and forth several times trying to resolve my Periscope connection problem. It was not working. So I'm going to assume that when they fixed this social sign-in that they told us about this morning or yesterday, they also fixed whatever problem I was having with Periscope, because it's all fixed now, and there's only one more thing that I need to find out from them. I sent them a message on Facebook, and we'll hear about that soon. I hope. From the Stageten email, it's now easier than ever to manage your Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter/Periscope accounts with the new redesigned broadcast destinations window. Yes, Larry. I know, right? Ileane, Periscope wasn't working out. That's right. It was not. So let's just roll the tutorial again because, Larry's here and Patricia as well. Hey guys, Ileane Smith here, and today I want to show you how to use Stageten to go live in multiple places at once. Head over to Stageten and set up your account. Then you will log in to your dashboard, and this is where you start connecting your accounts. Now I'm going to start with Twitch, and then I'm going to connect Periscope. But I want you to know that you can also connect Facebook to multiple pages and multiple groups as well as your profile. So in this case, because I'm on my free podcast host site, I'm going to connect that one with my Twitch. Let's start with that. And it's connected. All right. So now let's go over to Periscope. Now this one is a little bit more details because we have to open up Periscope Producer. I've already done that on my free podcast host account. See, this is the back end of Periscope Producer, and I'm going to create a new source, and it's going to be a normal source. We're not going to do 360 video or anything like that. So let me grab the codes. First, you have to get the server URL, then you'll go back here and plug that into the server URL. Then we're going to grab the stream name. And here's the stream name for that. And we'll fill in the name, and it's free podcast host. Now this is going to be a great app to use to repurpose our content. All right, now we'll add. And it's saying 1 moment while they connect the pipes. So now let's go back over to the front side of Stageten. So now we are ready to go live. From here, all I need to do is click on the pink arrow and then toggle on. I'll just toggle on free podcast host on Periscope just so you can see that we can go live. There's an extra step you have to do with Periscope. So I want to make sure you're aware of that. So let's go over into, we're going to drag Periscope off into a separate window on its own. We'll toggle on free podcast host over on Stageten because we're not live yet because Periscope Producer is in control of that. So now it's checking the source. You may get an error code. That's okay. Just click the fix errors. When you see preview broadcast, you're almost there. And now you hit the go live button. And now we are live on Periscope. And so I'll just show you on the front end. And you can see there that I am live over on Periscope. And I'm also going to now turn on the Twitch. So let's go back over to Stageten and turn on. Let's get free podcast host up over on Twitch side so you can see when that's live as well. Toggle on Twitch. And so now we're live streaming on Twitch as well as on Periscope. So there you have it. You guys already know the ways to contact me and all that stuff. That's what's at the end. So, all right, let's move on to a couple of other topics unless you guys have questions about Stageten. Because, I mean, hey, it's free. It's kind of like a no-brainer. Like, why would you not try it out? And this is why I wanted to also show the Twitch and Periscope, because some of you guys may not be using Twitch or Periscope. But once you realize that you can go live on Facebook and go live on those other channels without any extra effort, then why not? Oh, and also this morning, I did a test with Fraser. Shout out to Fraser Ramsey from Edinburgh Dusters, and Hattrick and Ramsey is his podcast. And we had some audio issues But honestly, it's almost impossible to troubleshoot audio issues when you're live. And so I didn't bother really troubleshooting the audio issues. I just wanted to show that you can also bring someone on cam with Stage 10. In fact, you can have up to 4 participants on Stage 10 live at the same time. And what you need to do is to tell your friends, this is important, and I probably should have covered that in a video, but maybe I'll do a separate video once I get the audio things all worked out. What you need to do is tell your friends they have to have a Stage 10 account before they can come on. So no, I mean, it's a free account, but you know how some people are like, oh God, what am I doing? What am I signing up for? So if they're not willing to sign up, then just tell them, okay, never mind. That's all right. So now this is really powerful in groups, right? So you can have everybody that's in the group on cam. If you don't want to just use appear in, because appear in is great, except appear in doesn't give you the recording. Okay. So like we have our work and focus group. And a lot of times we are just touching base with everybody. What's going on with your progress? Are you working on this such and such project? Or a lot of times we're just doing these tests, testing out these little apps and things, right? So we want to have a recording of it because that way whoever wasn't there can watch it later, so that's a great way to use this Stage 10 app. So once everyone has signed up for the free account, and like I said, this is free to use up to 10,000 followers. So that's going to be 10,000 followers on any of those platforms. So let's just say I actually reached the 10,000 mark on YouTube. Right now I'm at 6,200. Let's say I reached the 10,000 on YouTube, even though I haven't used Stage 10 for YouTube yet. If I had, then I would just disconnect my YouTube and just use it for everything else. Or even with your Facebook page, because a lot of people are up to 10,000 on Facebook. All right. So then you would just disconnect Facebook and just go with the Twitch, YouTube, and the Periscope things. So I see that you guys are asking a ton of questions or comments over here. So let's bring them up on cam. Okay. Oh, the Nightbot is here too. I'm hearing issues with audio coming through as each destination is added. Are you talking about in that recording, Barbara? Because remember, that was a recording that I was showing. Or are you talking about separately? Ileane, you should add Stage 10 to your title. I just did a quick search and could only find 2 other Stage 10 tutorials plus one for gamers. Oh, okay, thanks. Actually, Stage 10 is one word, and it actually is part of my title. Patricia, so thank you, honey. If not, let's take care of that right now. Because it's very possible I forgot to do that. Yeah, Stage 10 without the space is the title of the video. And so I don't know. No, you guys aren't seeing that. All right. So it's called Learn to Live Stream with Miss Ileane on Stage 10. So thanks. Hey, Beauty Bubble. Okay, but thanks. That was a great tip. And, I do know I see this happen a lot. In fact, I had to tell my friend Sean about this. You guys who are into Snapchat may be familiar with Sean Ayala. He is a Snapchat expert, and he has this amazing show for Snapchat, but it's called Snap News. And, I'm a subscriber to his on YouTube, and I would watch his videos and notice that he would get very low view count. Well, that's because his videos were called Snap News for, and whatever the date was, because he does it once a week. And I was like, tweeted him. I was like, Sean, you got to put Snapchat in the title because nobody's looking for Snap News. It's great that's the name of your show, but you got to put Snapchat in the title. And I think, plus he's being more regular, and he's using Anchor as well to repurpose that content. And Barb, your question about repurposing, that's been coming up as well now that I can use Stage 10 for Periscope. It's really super easy to repurpose those periscopes. Not so much with the YouTube live. I can't. This kind of tricky. You do a lot of editing from YouTube live because you guys know how I do the YouTube live. I'm bringing things up on screen constantly, and that's a good thing that I forgot to tell you guys about Stage 10. You can't screen share with Stage 10 unless you use OBS. If you got third-party software, you guys know I'm a no OBS. This is an OBS free zone over here, right? So you can't really screen share. However, if you have a presentation, if you're doing a webinar, something like that, you can just upload each one of your slides because you can share a still image. So you can just upload those still images in there. Now that is part of the question that I have into the folks over at Stage 10 is about the audio when you're sharing those still images. So let me see if Barb, I'm not sure, speaking of audio, let's see if Barb answered my question about what she meant about the audio. Barb, are you still there? Yes, you said something about you're hearing audio issues with audio coming through as each destination is added. So in that video, that pre-recorded video that I did this morning, I literally took the complete video after I did all the editing. This is a major workflow that I only could do because of a snow day, right? I took the complete video after I did all the editing, and I noticed that there was some audio leveling issues. Okay, in Screenflow, you can level out the audio, but there's another tool that I use that's even better for helping with that, and it's called Auphonic. And you can use Auphonic for free. That's a whole podcasting tutorial and there's plenty of videos out there on Auphonic. So then I used Auphonic. Then I added that video after I exported everything. I added it up back into Screenflow and extracted that audio after I processed the audio and Auphonic, which should have leveled out all the volumes. Then that way I didn't have to go in there and piecemeal leveling it out. And then I added the audio back in, the massaged audio from Auphonic. I know I use a lot of tools. I had to remember which tool did I use for that. And merged them together and then exported it again. And that's what you saw. So I'm not sure if you're talking about on other people's live streams you heard problems with the audio, or if that recording that you just watched, if you heard the problems there. So let me know, Barb, because that's something that I need to know. Okay, so let's go back to the chat. So not now. I think it was the pre-recorded video. Oh. Okay, so you thought you heard audio issues on the pre-recording. Okay. So, yeah, that could have just been, like I said, part of my whole process of editing it. That you weren't hearing the audio that you would hear from the app. Now, this morning, I went live in the Work and Focus Facebook group. But like I said, when I bought Fraser in, then there was some audio issues, but for one thing, Fraser didn't have his mic on initially. He turned it on. And so then that, any live stream. So I'm not even going to blame whatever app we're using. You come on without audio and then you turn your audio on. There's always going to be a chance that there's some kind of audio conflict. Now, with that said, and to address what your comment is, Barbara, if I were doing a live stream to multiple locations, I would not add them in one at a time. I would add all my locations in before I went live. And you can do that. Now, certain apps, each one behaves a little differently. If you do that with Twitch, you're like, I'm not going to actually push live until I'm ready. There will be some dead space at the beginning of the video. However, on Periscope, it's different because I just showed you guys in the video, Periscope's an extra step. You don't actually go live until you hit the go live in Periscope Producer. So Periscope Producer is probably the one you need to start first, and then tell your Periscope people, hang on, I got to get Twitch going or Facebook or whatever, because Periscope is going to always take the longest to go on. All the others is just a toggle. Now, I have not used Stage 10 with YouTube. And you guys know why, right? Because I got Ecamm. And Ecamm lets me do screen share. With Stage 10, I'm not going to be able to do this and show the chat. Can't do that because you can't screen share unless you use a third-party app. Whew, I think I answered all the questions now. How does that bode with Facebook? Barb, you ask that question every time. Oh my gosh, Christy, I haven't seen you in so long. Oh. It is my understanding that it is against Facebook TOS. I only know the understanding based on what you tell me. I don't follow that kind of stuff. And I do know that this app has been out for a while. And so I think that if there was an issue or violation, there would have been problems with it. But I'm not seeing that. And, like I said, I stayed away from the app for a while because it wasn't working with Periscope. I came back when I got that email from them yesterday. So if you find out anything, Barb, and I'm waiting for mainly you to come back because I know Krishna Day did a video and talking about an app that was letting you go live in multiple locations. I don't remember what the app was. And I was like, well, I don't know what the difference is. That kind of stuff, I don't get into too much. I just cross my fingers. And so far, I haven't got, I did get shut down. I tell you, I got shut down by Vimeo, but that's okay because I got a new account over there now, even though I haven't bothered with it. And I got shut down by Flickr. And I will give Vimeo credit. At least Vimeo or Vimeo, however you want to say it, at least they did email me and tell me that you're violating this, whatever they thought I was violating, which I wasn't doing anything different than anybody else. But it was no big deal. I had less than 100 views over 60 videos that I had up there. So they didn't break my heart when they shut my account down. It's just that when I do watch a video on Vimeo, I couldn't favorite it because I didn't have an account. Okay, bam. Flickr shut me down. Didn't even tell me they were shutting me down. It wasn't until I went to go log in to Flickr, I found out that my account was shut down. And I was like, what in the world? But another one that I didn't care about. So I violated something. But since they never told me what it was, oh well. Now, how many folks, y'all, that use Flickr? I rarely ever have any issues with the fact that I don't have a Flickr anymore. Okay, coming back to the comments. All right. I remember now why I stopped using Stage 10. It is a resource hog. Oh, okay. His audio was wonky. Yes, Tish was there when... And I don't know if that was just on Fraser's side or if there was something going wrong with whatever. I think you need to dig down on that. Yeah, but I don't know where to dig, Barb. That's just it. I don't read TOSs and I don't understand them even when I do. Flickr, how on earth did you violate Flickr? Nah, I have no clue. And like I said, my heart wasn't even broken. It just happens. It's the internet, So, and they will, every now and then, they'll send me an email like, so-and-so is happening on Flickr, maybe twice a year. And I'm like, what? I thought you people didn't like me. What are you sending me an email for? Oh, well, like I said. So, I want to move on to another topic unless there's something else you guys want to know. Okay. This YouTube live thing with the supposedly comment replays. Okay, Larry and I talked about this a little in messaging, and Alfredo and I talked about it a little in messaging as well. All right. The YouTube live replay is supposed to happen. And for those of you who were not here in my last live stream, I mentioned that I felt that YouTube faked, photoshopped the little example that they shared in the blog post where they announced, they did say that it was rolling out, but they used an example video with the live replay allegedly over on the side. However, when I searched for that video, there was no live replay because I found the exact video that they were referencing, and I went through that person's whole channel. It was a couple, actually. There was a couple who was on vacation or traveling for some reason over in Italy, and there was no live replays on any of their videos. So I just got the notice on chat comments being available in replay. I took a screenshot of the announcement. Barb, the announcement was made, I want to say last week, maybe? Yeah, it had to be last week because I talked about it on my last week's video. No one, because I've asked multiple people, no one has seen it in action. Now, of course, YouTube is a humongous place, so maybe it's out there somewhere. But what I did was, if you want to watch live streams from YouTube, you can head over to youtube.com/live, and you'll see various live streams, not all just big YouTube channels or channel. You'll see people who are live. It's almost like how Facebook had that page where you could go and watch who's live now, although nobody ever goes over there. Well, YouTube always had this channel. Ever since live streaming has been out, they've always had this channel. And I also have, well, Larry, let me bring up this because I don't want to respond to that question without showing you the question. When I joined your live, I got a message that live chat replay is available. Yes, and I showed you guys the screenshot where they showed me the screenshot before I went live, because last time I went live on my phone, remember? And I had the screenshot on my phone where it showed, your live chat replays are going to be available. No, haven't seen one, haven't seen it yet. And I'm not trying to diss YouTube. I just think that, why tell everybody that it's available if it's not available? if we can't do it, like what? Huh? What's the point? Okay, you heard that little do. That was me airdropping that screenshot over so you guys can see it. And let's see, how can I open this up so you can see it? Of course, this is going to be a little wonky because I do want you to see it though. All right, so hang on, let me make sure I get the right thing, screen share. Yeah, so there's the screenshot of the message that I got before I went live last weekend, or this past weekend, over the weekend. Now viewers who replay your live streams later will see the chat as it happens. You can turn this off in your video's settings. Okay, so yeah, not so much on that either. So I went digging around in my settings and I don't know if I want to screen share all the settings because that's super duper boring looking. And there is a place there under your live settings for the replay, but it's grayed out. You can't check it off. The live chat replay. Okay. But let's if replay appears for this one. I've already posted links in this. No, it's not going to appear for this one. Good morning, Super Dell. Larry, I already know it's not going to appear for this one because I checked my settings before I went live and it said chat is not available for this video. So I guess I will show you guys. No, I actually changed that Nightbot, Tish. So it's not crazy this time. I changed what he says, or she says, I'm sorry. And she says a whole different thing there. And she even tells you who she is. She tells you that she's my night bot. So she doesn't just show up and the people are like, what's that? All right, I will show you what's going on with this setting. All right, hang on. I'm going to navigate over there, guys, because it's under advanced settings. So I'm going to get it up before I screen share. And then I'll try to make sure I screen share the right thing. Well, that never works. I'm not sure why it always goes to entire screen, but that's okay. This is the beauty of me going live. Okay, so here's my settings. Here's my advanced settings. And it says enable live chat. Okay, we already know we do that, right? We do that all the time. All right. Here's the thing over here. Wait a minute, hang on. Oh, now it isn't. It isn't grayed out now. It does say allow live chat replay. It was grayed out right before I went live. So maybe it's going to start working. Guys, we'll see. Yeah. Maybe it is going to work this time. Because I went over here and Larry, I sent you a screenshot of it one day this week and it was grayed out. But it is not grayed out now, and it's actually checked off. So maybe it will work. Now, there also was a link that it led me to that gave a little bit more details about that. And because the link isn't there, I don't know if I can show you guys that. So we'll see. Maybe it'll work this time. And I honestly, my concern about this whole situation with the live chat is what it's going to look like on the phones. Because, YouTube has been clamoring about everything is mobile first. Even Google talks about mobile first. We build everything for mobile first. But that little photoshopped example that they showed in the blog post was not a mobile view. It was a desktop view. So my concern is if I'm on my mobile and I'm looking at a live stream replay, do I still have to scroll down like I do now to find the live chat? Am I going to have to scroll down to see the chat replay? Because then how am I going to watch the video? That's going to be wonky. Talk about wonky. All right, so I can't even imagine how they're going to do that. So you guys care to tell me what you think? How's that going to look? Let's see if I can get you guys chat back up. Nope, that's the wrong screen share I selected. There it is. Okay. So, yes, I just felt like telling Nightbot crazy. Yeah. Oh, okay. You guys didn't say anything else. All right. So I asked Nick Nimmin. And I'm not, I asked him over on Facebook, and then we're in so many groups together. I don't even remember which group I asked him in, and then I couldn't. But I never saw a notification that he responded to me. But just yesterday, because today's Wednesday. Oh, Monday, Tim Schmoyer from Video Creators and Roberto Blake from Roberto Blake did a live stream together on Tim's channel. And of course they were talking about these new features. And oh gosh, they had the worst connection. I felt so bad for it because I know that Tim was also recording his podcast. So I couldn't, it was the worst thing to try to watch. And this happens to everybody. There's no knock against Tim or Roberto. It was just one of those live streams that just didn't go well, and it still had thousands of views anyway. So anyway, he posted over on Patreon because I am one of his patrons over on Patreon. So I asked the question, have you seen it? And he said no, he had not seen it either. So I went back and I said, what's it going to look like on mobile? I didn't get a response for that either. And of course he doesn't know because none of us have seen it. And the reason why I even mentioned Tim is because Tim is not just running his own channel. You know, he's got tons of clients, right? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why YouTube is just, and like I said, maybe now since I noticed that the thing isn't grayed out, maybe it is going to be working now. We'll see. We shall see when this is over, because the one of the restrictions, and this is why Larry mentioned about adding links in the chat. You can't trim the video. Well, I plan on trimming this video, but I won't trim it right away, just so we can see. You can't have links in the chat. You can't have HTML code or tags. And I'm thinking, well, what's wrong with having a link in the chat? That doesn't make sense. You can put links and comments on a YouTube video. You can comment to someone else's YouTube video with a link. Now, certain sites, they probably won't let you do. I've only ever added in a YouTube video link in a comment. But let's just say we were talking about another tutorial here, and I added a link in this chat, super chat, or live chat. Why not? What's the problem with letting that be part of the replay? I don't get that restriction. I just thought that restriction is kind of dumb. You know, if anything, the message could be removed. Why is that restricting the whole entire chat? Like, come on, YouTube. Can y'all be less awkward about rolling this out? Everybody else does it. Everybody else has their comments. Even corny Periscope. Oh, I didn't mean to call y'all corny. Even Periscope, lets you have chat there. I still think they were talking about users in general, not specific to live replay. Still think they were talking about users in general, not specific. Okay, then, Larry, you tell me why you think it's not showing up anywhere, even on the video that they showed as an example. I'm just curious. What you think? It's water, yo. Okay, guys. So I guess I'm going to wrap things up here because you guys got quiet over there in the chat. So I don't know what that means. When y'all get quiet, I get nervous. What's going on? And my friend Sarah said she was listening. Oh, wait. I got a response back from stage 10 about what I messaged them about. Hang on. Let me see what I don't know if it's a good response. Okay. How to add overlays to your okay, wait. Let me go back. Yes, that is definitely possible. The best way to sign is to sign in, take yourself live, and then drop an image into the full screen overlay box. And they sent me to a support article. And in that article, we show transparent overlays as example, but they don't have to be transparent. For what you want to do, put up a full screen image while the audience still hears you. You could put up any image in that full screen box. So let me know if you have questions. Okay, I will find out. It's only now that it is rolling out. But Larry, when they say rolling out, to me that means some people have it and some people don't. I haven't seen anyone who has it. And I mean, I know YouTube is a big place, but normally if they do a rollout like that, they'll say there's 10, special YouTubers, head over to so-and-so's channel and so-and-so's channel and such's channel. And you can see it there. They didn't say that. So it's annoying. I got to be honest. I'm annoyed. I've always been annoyed with this whole chat situation. That's why I love that I have EcammLive. And for anybody who's interested in EcammLive, the link is in the description, but it's Ileane.link/EcammLive, which we don't have to put in the chat because we don't want that to stop the chat from So anyway, I just don't, I'm glad that EcammLive came and helped me with the ability to share the chat on like I do here. I'm saying rolling out to everyone, but it had to have been in private beta. Okay, well, I was about to call you Rodney. Don't tell Mr. Rodney that. Larry, then they should have just said that in the post. That's all I'm saying. It's fine for it to be in private beta. They can do that. This is their platform. They do it all the time. But they didn't say that. They made an announcement like it's live and we're rolling it out to creators. Okay, so that's the only problem that I have with it. It's already been something that everyone has waited for years. And so if you're not going to roll it out to everybody, then first of all, you could have waited a little bit longer to make a blog post about it. Because nobody was expecting that. And now everybody's doing videos saying how these new features for YouTube live streaming. Yeah, not really. So I just gets, I don't like that kind of stuff. I just want them to go ahead and roll it out. Or at least say that it's only a few people. Here's a few people. So I can go see what it looks like. Okay. All right. So I guess I got everything off my chest that I wanted to say about YouTube. Stage 10 is what I want to introduce you guys to today. I also want you guys to keep in mind that, there's other platforms like Twitch is starting to really grow on me, even though I find it very complicated to understand all the ins and outs. So I just stay in my lane and either go live or I upload a video. And so, yeah, Twitch is great. And now that you know that you can go live on Twitch and Facebook, because I'm just going to assume that most folks that may have listened to this, the first place they want to go live is Facebook. So now simply all you need to do is log into Twitch. And I know everybody has Amazon. All right. Even if you don't have Amazon Prime, you got Amazon. Because I think they said one of every household, like half of the people in the world have Amazon in the world. So, at least one person in your household has Amazon. So log into Twitch. It's free. And I know everybody here has Twitter. So you got Periscope. It's not going to cause you any extra effort. Periscope is the hardest though, because you got to open Periscope Producer first. I don't know why they have to have a producer, but I mean, anything with Twitter is always, a little extra steps. It's okay though. I don't mind when I know that I can use it for multi-streaming. So now let's take this all the way back to the question I asked over on the poll over on Patreon. And since you're here, Larry, I find it very interesting that you didn't vote on the poll. And I'm kind of sad about that. I wanted to know, what do you want to hear about next? Live streaming, blogging. What's the other options? Podcasting or YouTube, I think. I know it was live streaming, podcasting, or YouTube. Or blogging. I think the last one would have been YouTube as well. So anyway, I want to know, what did you want to hear about next? I think right now that podcasting is winning because I got 2 for podcasting and 1 for live streaming. I know that Tish voted, I know that Barb voted, and I know that Jen voted. Why Larry didn't vote, I don't know. He's probably busy. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Either way, you guys are getting... Oh, social media. Oh, so you do know. Social media. Okay, so here's the deal. I thought voted for social media. Oh, okay. That's okay. I was just messing with you, Larry. Okay, so here's the deal. Well, the good thing about it is live streaming and social media kind of go hand in hand. So I'm always doing something on those two in a way. So we're covered there. But as far as the anchor and the podcasting, which is really kind of what Barb and Tish were interested in, I've already started working on the course for, I'm going to have it over on Teachable. As soon as I get off this live stream, I'm going to go back over to my Teachable tutorial because I forgot how to use the Teachable dashboard. I got to be honest with you guys. I hadn't been in there for a while, so I got to brush off my Teachable skills. I already recorded some of the videos, and so I'll probably record a few more today since I'm having a fairly good hair day. I give myself an 8. It's not like I just came from a hair studio 712. So I will get that up and running. If we have 2 days off for snow, I should definitely have it by tomorrow. If we only have the 1 day off, we'll see. So, of course, patrons will have access to all that stuff for free, and I've got to decide if I'm going to charge anybody for it. I have a great idea that, yes, I am going to charge because I answer a lot of questions about Anchor. I really, really do. I spend a lot of time answering questions about Anchor, and it's really podcasting that I'm trying to promote, not so much Anchor. And, the platforms and these tools like the Stageten, I want you guys to know about it, but it's not like, I feel like Stageten is, the greatest app ever in the world. Ecamm, maybe I do feel that way. No, I'm just kidding. It's not about the apps, right? But I do know that when you pay money for an app, there's a better chance that it's going to stay around. And right now, Stageten is free unless you have the 10,000 followers. So that's still a business model. What Anchor is doing has everybody in the podcasting space nervous, except those that don't know any better. Okay, so my goal is to show you how to get started with Anchor, but you don't have to depend on Anchor because you don't know when it's going to go away, because we all know how they like to pump their chest and say it's free until the day when it's not. Okay. And somebody did a screenshot the other day about the terms of service. And Barb, if you're still here, one of my podcasting friends, her name is Emily. She took a screenshot of Anchor's terms of service where they said that we can change your content. We can delete your content. And I'm saying to myself, I bet you it says the same thing on Facebook somewhere, that we can change your content. We can delete your content. But ain't nobody going to stop using Facebook. So anyway, I'm getting a little silly. So it's been a fun snow day live stream, and I'm pretty sure that I will be live streaming on another platform, especially now that I can multi-stream all over the place. So you guys who follow me and get notifications, stay tuned for some notifications. I feel like Instagram may be coming next. So Instagram isn't included in any of this stuff that I've been talking about today. So I feel like, I'm leaving them out. So I want to get over there to Instagram too. So with that, guys, and hopefully you saw all my calls to action, which are the 2 ways to get in touch with me: IleaneSmith.com/contact for emails and IleaneSmith.com/voicemail for voicemails. And with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. Have a splendid day. Thank you so much for coming. Peace.